Hi everyone, it's Sharon. I wanted to give you a demonstration today and talk to you about yoga and how to use essential oils with yoga. We know that yoga benefits our physical, mental health and our emotional, spiritual well-being, but so do essential oils as well, and the two go hand in hand. And that's why I wanted to jump on here and talk about them today. In particular, I just lean forward and show you the yoga collection. And it's been designed specifically for yoga, and there are 3 oils in this kit. Let me show you the little balls, they're really quite cute. So we have got, the first one I'm going to talk about is called Arise. So this one here is very much for enlightening. So I would use this in the diffuser at the beginning of my yoga class if I was going to set the tone to be, I guess, more of a challenge with arising to the challenge and maybe going for them poses that are a bit more thoughtful in terms of how we approach them. So any balancing poses or deep flexibility, or where we want to really try and come out of ourselves and push ourselves a little bit, but with more belief in ourselves. So it's a really good one for enlightening and to allow the oils in this one to do their job. It's quite citrusy, so it's got lemon, but melissa, also Siberian fir. So it's a really lovely blend of oils, and I would encourage to use them in the palm of the hand before we use to start the class. That's why I like Arise at the beginning of the class, because we are kind of arising to the challenge. Now we would always use this aromatically first, so I'd encourage to take the oil in through the nose. And this is because the aroma will go straight up into the olfactory bulb, into the limbic system of the brain, hit the amygdala, and we can alter messengers from the amygdala part of the brain just based on this oil. And then I place the hand on the heart centre, because we want to be setting the intentions for the class, with it being arise or enlightening. I would place hand on the heart centre, allow the oils to come in contact with the skin. And then we'd maybe have an affirmation. We close the eyes and it would be something along the lines of, I am a being of light and love. And we just focus on that affirmation with the breath. I am a being of light and love. Maybe repeat 3 times. I am a being of light and love. Just so that we really get to feel what we're saying as the body is utilising the oils as well. So this one is Arise. I tend to use that as the setting the intention for the class. Now the centering blend, which is this one, the centering one, aligning. So this is when we feel a little bit out of sorts with ourselves. So I would use this when we have a focus on poses like warrior or half moon, or these deep balancing poses, because we know that when we come into these powerful poses, it changes our nervous system response. So we come out of the stress response and we go straight into parasympathetic response, meaning it's rest and recovery and promoting good feelings of well-being. So with Align, again, like I say, it's about aligning with yourself internally, externally, with the mind, body and soul. We'd be working a little bit more with the chakras. So we want the 1 drop in the hand again. I always like to do the aromatic application because it's just very quick at getting into the bloodstream. Now this one is quite herby. Herbs are quite powerful. You've got marjoram, basil, coriander in here, and then some gorgeous floral tones. So you've got geranium. Geranium is often known as the oil of love, and rose as well. So some really gorgeous scents. It's quite light floral with the herbs in here. Now the application of this one, I would go straight for back of the neck after the application for the aroma, back of the neck, and then onto the pulse points of the wrist. Just so that you can get this, you can get the aroma throughout the class that you're doing, but also when you're going into the pulse points, you've got the application there going straight into the meridians as well. So that one is Align. And then my favourite, I love them all, but I love Anchor because it is what it is, it's steadying. So I would tend to use this at the end of class. Now, it's not uncommon when you do yoga, you might have experienced this yourself. It's not uncommon to feel when you do a hip opening pose like half lotus or pigeon, that you would feel quite emotional. You know, you're allowing the emotions to be released, and yoga, we very much encourage that, and we want you to openly encourage that and to experience that rather than suppressing any emotions. So how I would use anchor would be, if we have that focus of any twisting or, like I say, any hip opening poses or an emotional release, again we would go with this oil in the hand for the aroma benefits, straight up into the limbic system. Maybe with an affirmation of, I am supported in all ways. I am supported in all ways. And then I would suggest this application on the feet. Also around your ankles. So just sit the other way. And then the lower back as well. Straight into these meridian points, straight into these points where the oil is going to be absorbed. Think about the chakra system as well. This is a grounding oil. So we want this to come down into the root chakra. So we're applying this directly on the lower spine, the lower back. I often use this at the end of yoga. I use it towards the end so we can do our meditation or our mindfulness aspect, and we can use it then as well just to help ground us. Now if you want to come along and experience these oils, feel free, because I use them in all my yoga sessions. I also use them in the mini yoga retreat. And with the mini yoga retreat, we talk about the education of the oils as well. You get to experience them for yourself. So please come along if you're interested, or if you have any questions, just pop them below.